daughter.
Well...
I know right where it is. I'll only be a minute, and I know you're busy. I'll see myself out.
Very well.
Gone.
What can I do for you this time, Mrs. Turner?
There's a Yank asking questions, eh? A lot of them? About you? Well, who is he? Well, has he got a name?
I don't know his family name. His Christian name is Quinn. Well, I didn't see him right outside, but he's come looking for you.
How do you know that?
From his questions about you.
Ah, he's a tourist. They all ask questions.
Sir, I could hear it in his voice. I could see it in his eyes. He's come looking for you.
Search for Tomorrow is brought to you by All Vegetable Crisco. For crisp fried foods that don't taste greasy, and for flaky pie crust, you can trust Crisco.
Did I hear you say you were going to pick something up?
Yes, that's right.
For Patty. What is it?
Doesn't matter. It's not here anyway.
I'll help you look for it.
Thank you. I'll wait for the judge.
Dennings told you. The judge isn't here. We don't know when he'll be back.
That's right.
Why don't you tell me what it is that you're looking for?
Patty was called away quite unexpectedly. I wanted to make sure he knew.
I don't understand.
Well, he might have had some papers for her that I could send. She thought he might.
But he didn't. I heard you say it's not here.
That's right.
Actually, you said it's gone, as if you had seen what it was here before.
Are you going into law, Jerry?
I leave that for Grandfather.
I feel I'm being cross-examined.
Oh, was I rude? I am sorry.
You'll tell him I was here and about Patty?
Patty's trip. She isn't going to Ireland by any chance, is she?
Why do you ask that?
I just realized something. Since Patty never showed up for work, she never got your note.
That's right.
That is too bad.
Oh, I don't think it matters so much. Do you?
Perhaps.
But it's not crucial.
If Klein's death wasn't an accident...
Where is her notebook?
Oh. This is what you were looking for.
Only if you finished reading it and a private note inside.
I am sorry.
Are you? Did you know Klein?
A little. I have some interest in rare coins. I used to deal with him.
You have a lot of interest.
So do you, Mrs. Turner. You're even interested as to whether or not Klein smoked cigars.
You have a very good memory for other people's notes.
Mrs. Turner, why don't we level with each other?
I think we are.
Why do you think Klein's death wasn't an accident?
I didn't say it wasn't
The note
an accident.
said...
It implied that I was not sure.
You really do have a thing about cigars, don't you?
Cigars?
When you were here last, you asked about the cigar odor in this room. Why?
Uh-huh. You really have a phenomenal memory. I had forgotten that.
Mrs. Turner, I think I underestimated you.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think you're onto something. I really do.
You really do.
Yes. And I want to know what it is.
I just thought you'd want to know.
Well, you'd better come in then, hadn't you?
If you say so, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting the thing now. Come on. Go on in.
Do come in and sit down.
Thank you, miss.
Malcolm, I think a wee drop would be a good idea.
Oh, I wouldn't want to put you out.
Oh, will you put yourself out for us? Leaving the pub like that. Greater love hath no man.
I believe you're right, darling. Now, Owen, would you mind telling us just what transpired at the pub?
I do hope I remember it.
Oh, well, do your best.
Sir, I believe it's coming back to me.
Well, we know what it takes to make your memory work, Owen.
To your happiness, sir. Miss.
Yeah, Owen, you're about to tell us about what happened at the pub.
Why, sir, it would be me honor. Well, after the Yank fairly trounced Mick Mahan.
What? He beat the Mick?
Aye. It was a lovely brawl. And when Mick tried his odds, why don't we end this routine? The lad looked like he was playing right along, meek as a lamb. The Mahan threw a punch, the lad ducked, and the next thing, Mick was flying into Patricia's arms where he's been aching to be for lo these many years. You know, Patricia is a mountain of a woman.
Owen, you were telling us about the lad, this Quinn.
Fine-looking lad.
Why? And he was asking about me.
From the way he handled Mick, I know he wasn't born yesterday. He didn't ask that much about you outright, but he got the conversation onto you sly-like. He wanted to know when you came here, what you were like. But here's the strange thing, sir. The very strange thing.
Yes? And that strange thing is?
The more we talked about how grand you were, the more the hatred showed in his eyes. He tried to cover it. He laughed and joked, but it was there.
Malcolm, do you know the lad is true?
Shh. Owen, do you remember how much he learned?
That you came here 13 years ago, that you're getting married, and that, well, that you're fairly well off.
You found out a lot.
Well, miss, it was an Irish pub. It's not a great place for secrets. Everyone spoke only well of you. They didn't know what they was doing.
No, of course not.
And you know, I'd only have to talk to a few of the boys and we could get him escorted out of the county. No matter what Miles O'Malley has gone and done.
Why? What's Miles done?
Giving the lad a job. He's working at the pub in exchange for room and board. So, sir, should I give the word? Should we help him to continue his journey?
No, don't do anything.
It would be no trouble.
You heard me, Owen. I said don't do anything. Just leave him to me.
Hello. Hello, brother. We're looking for someone. That's your bug.
Logan, what language is he speaking?
Gaelic, I think. Bí an bhí seo, go maith. An bhí seo caiit an bhí ba bheasa sa bhliain, ha, cinse.
Do you understand any of it?
Kidding me? Do you speak English? Ní gábhead big cíl talk to us agam. We're looking for someone. Malcolm McCleary. McCleary? Malcolm? That's right, he used to live here. Do you know where he moved? Kenmare. Kenmare? Thank you. Cúpla das. Pointe das na sióga díring.
You want to ask a lot of questions, but you don't want to answer any.
Am I asking questions?
A lot.
I didn't know you smoke.
Oh, you know what they say. A woman is a woman, but a good cigar is a smoke.
Kipling, right? Very masculine.
Cigars are very popular again. A lot of my friends smoke them.
Is that a fact?
Klein enjoyed a good cigar. He did.
Oh? Now, come on, Jerry. What are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove anything.
I'm supposed to believe you're enjoying that cigar?
Well, maybe I don't smoke a lot, but I do smoke. Grandfather started when he...
Of course. That's what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to do
You're
anything.
trying to protect your grandfather.
I'm not. I don't have to.
You know, you're wrong about cigars being so popular, especially your grandfather's very special brand. I checked with all the tobacconists. Henderson isn't a big town for expensive cigars like this.
You have been sniffing around.
You are getting upset.
I am not upset. I'm fine.
Okay, Jerry, I will tell you. I am on to something. When I walked into Klein's apartment, I smelled cigar smoke. These cigars.
You think you did?
I know I did. And it struck me as odd.
It's not a big deal.
Because on his desk, there was a sign that said allergic to smoke. Now, isn't that strange for a man who loves a good cigar?
There are a million explanations. You're getting all excited over nothing.
It isn't nothing. I smelled these cigars one other time. In the car that hit Susie McCleary and killed her.
Thank you for stopping by, Owen.
Do you think I did the right thing?
I know you did.
I wouldn't want to upset himself. He got awful quiet.
He's got a lot in his mind. He's getting married in a week.
Ah, and a lucky, lucky man he is. Right then.
Night, Owen.
That feels grand.
Malcolm. Are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
What this Quinn is after? What he wants from you? I'm sorry. I thought you'd be wanting to talk.
He's just a problem.
Do you know him, then?
I know I'd have to face it sooner or later, but I'm just sorry it has to be this day or this week.
I'll understand.
What?
If we have to postpone the wedding,
no.
I'll understand.
No.
Malcolm, it's all right.
No. We'll get married just as we planned. Nothing's going to interfere with that, Charlotte.
I'll help you. You know I will.
I'm afraid you can't.
Well, what do you need to do to solve your problem?
We shouldn't be talking about this. We should be talking about the wedding, about the future.
How do you expect me to do that when you got those lines back on your face?
What do you mean back?
I only saw them once in my life, when I lay ill as a child. Looking into those eyes, the kindest eyes I'd ever seen. I knew then that I'd be all right.
Well, I wasn't so sure, you know. The pneumonia had settled.
Well, I'd been scared. But I knew when I looked at you that you wouldn't let anything happen to me.
I was afraid I was going to lose you.
But you didn't lose me. You took care of me and loved me till I was better again. I almost didn't want to get better. Thought you'd kick me out.
Now, is that why you kept sticking your thermometer into your cocoa?
You knew.
What, Cat, my darling? I'm not a complete fool, you know.
Oh, I don't know about that. Only a fool would take in a gypsy girl.
Ah, no.
Teach me. Feed me. Love me.
Smartest thing I ever did.
Malcolm. All of those years of you helping me, I would tell myself someday he'll be in trouble and I'll help him. Let me help you now. Let me help you. I know you're in trouble. I know this yank means trouble. Let me know what he's meaning to do.
Nothing. Nothing. No harm will come to us. I'll see to that. Haven't I always?
Yes. Always.
Kat. Do you love me?
You know I do.
Well, then forget about this yank. And concentrate on this wedding.
Malcolm,
No. I have work to do. Kat, my darling.
Come on, sheep.
Almost there?
Almost.
Hello? Look, Hogan, what's that?
I don't know. Oh, it looks like a trailer or something.
Or a circus wagon. Come on, let's go take a look.
No, we've got to get back.
Oh, come on, Hogan, please. Hogan, where's the car?
Car, come on.
Car? So what do we do now?
Doesn't look like we have much choice. We're gonna have to walk. Gotta find a phone.
Well, why don't we go this way to that trailer? Maybe there's a phone there.
Yeah, if we're real lucky, a rental car agency.
Well, Mrs. Turner, you certainly smell a lot of smoke, don't you?
And where there's smoke, there is usually fire. Isn't that what you always say?
The hit-and-run driver smoked cigars. Isn't that the simplest explanation?
Absolutely.
So what's the big deal?
The big deal is that David Glenn has never smoked a cigar in his whole life.
So what? Who cares? He's a drunk. Everyone knows that.
He is an alcoholic, yes.
Well, that has a lot more to do with it than whether or not he smoked cigars. What are you up to? Why are you telling me all this?
Because I think you and I are on the same track.
We are not.
All the questions you've been asking me? Smoking your grandfather's cigar for my benefit?
My grandfather has nothing to do with it.
I know it's painful.
It's not painful. It's boring. That's all.
Is that your glove?
It's my grandfather's. Why do you ask?
Because I have the make to it.
Where did you get that?
In David Glenn's car the night of the accident. I'm sorry.
No.
May I have the other glove?
What?
You have to stop protecting him.
I heard voices. Is everything all right?
I'm not going in there.
We've got to find a phone.
Patty, do you see any wires going into this thing? These people don't use phones. They use crystal balls.
Okay, so we'll ask directions to the nearest phone.
Patty, in order to get directions, you're going to have to pay for something first. A reading or something. You're going to have to read your palm or maybe one of your other parts.
Okay, so we'll buy a reading. Wouldn't mind knowing what's in our future. Come on.
No way.
You're scared.
I'm not scared.
Don't be afraid of the future, lad.
Not afraid.
Yes, you are. But that's okay. You stay out here. Hello?
Not afraid.
Boy, how wonderful.
I can think of a few other adjectives that I might use.
You have no soul. Look, little kitty. Hi.
A kitty.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm your friend.
How do I know there are cats in here? Be careful. Be careful with
What?
that cat. Could be the gypsy woman herself in one of her guises. This is strange, Patty.
Look, cards. Oh. Wish I knew what they meant.
Don't be touching them cards. They're very powerful. And only them schooled in the ancient arts should be touching them. Cha, men. Ah, they all scoff at first, but he'll be listening soon enough.
I'm sorry, you know, we didn't mean to walk in.
Now, we're not going to be talking here about nothing that's unimportant.
What are we going to talk about then?
We'll be talking about the future.